Popular opinion, some people are getting paid exactly what they're worth. Keep hearing about quiet quitting and how if you're only going to pay me enough to where I don't quit, then I'm only going to work enough to where I don't get fired. Oh, there's no problem job hopping. I job hop because these companies don't pay enough. I hear tons of people talking about red flags with companies. Let me tell you about some red flags in employees. I've interviewed some people and I look at their resumes and they had like 3 different jobs in the last 3 years. But all the job qualifications, all the job responsibilities are about the same and they all pay the same. So I'll ask them, tell me about this company. Oh, that boss was incompetent. He was a moron. He had no business being in business. And I couldn't work for somebody like that. I can get and I can respect that. Look, nobody wants to work for somebody like that. Nobody wants to work for a tyrant. So, tell me about company number 2. And it's the same thing. Oh, well, they just had a toxic culture at that place. And, nobody respected me and nobody gave me the tools I needed to succeed. Okay. And then you hear the same story, company number 3. As somebody who is looking to hire, who is looking to bring you on to a company, I have 3 examples of how you feel about work and companies. Look, there are plenty of bad companies out there. I've worked for plenty of them myself. But in the last 3 years, if you've left every company because of it not being your problem, all 3 of them had the same thing in common. It was you. Sometimes, for as hard as it is to hear, you are the only thing that is holding you back. And I'm not saying that there's companies out there that aren't absolutely horrible, but sometimes if you continue to be the person who is experiencing this at every company you go to, it more than likely is a you problem. So many people nowadays go into jobs with the idea that they need to fix something that isn't broken. Most of these companies have been around a long time before you, and they're going to continue to be around a long time after you. Nowadays, there seems to be so many people running from one toxic job to another toxic job to another toxic job, and not actually just doing the work to find the job that they need. Don't get me wrong, I'll be the first one to say it. There's not a lot of loyal companies out there anymore. But leave a job for growth. Leave a job for money. Don't leave a job just to leave a job. But if you're leaving McDonald's thinking that Burger King's going to be any better, that's not exactly growth.